right, everybody. Good morning. 10 Tampa Bay Chief Meteorologist Bobby Deskins here. It's been a little while since I've joined you here on Facebook Live because it's just been so quiet weather-wise. Okay, cool. You can hear us. Just want to make sure there. All right, so we have showers and storms headed our way for today. There's a line already forming offshore. You probably saw some rain if you're in Pasco, Hernando, or Citrus County earlier this morning, and a couple thunderstorms in there as well too. The secondary line is going to be pushing through as we get going into later this afternoon. It's actually, in fact, not going to be too much further from now. Before I get there, I have some exciting news for us here at 10 Tampa Bay. We are welcoming a brand new meteorologist. Well, he's not brand new, but he's brand new to us. This is meteorologist Tyler Moore. Come on in, Tyler.
Morning,
Say hello
everyone.
to everybody.
How's it going, everyone? Good to finally be here, learning from the best, training this week. And what a great first week, too, right? We got heat, now we got storms, and then we got a little bit of winter this weekend, too.
So I was telling, he got here during the dry season. I was telling him about sea breeze outflows, and it's crazy how the sea breezes are all around here. The different regimes of wind flows that we get during the summertime, and how the outflow boundaries drive all these things. And we haven't had anything, right? It's been real dry. Started Monday, and we had an outflow and sea breeze. Sea breeze at least conversions give us some shower. We've had sea fog come in yesterday as well, so he's kind of getting his feet wet pretty quickly. But great meteorologist from Arkansas most recently, but out of Wisconsin originally. So as he said on his show stroll, he's putting in for his beach. What'd you call it?
Beach bum application.
Beach bum
is what I'm
application.
doing. Got plenty of snow, got the severe weather, so just gotta keep moving south.
Went right to it. All right. So look, guys, we've got your questions up here. We're going to answer those. Let me get over to the weather and what we're talking about for today. This is the radar now, and you can see we're actually fairly quiet. Most areas aren't seeing any rain at this point. Let me put this into motion for you. But obviously you can see these showers and storms that are offshore. So this is what we're going to be dealing with as we get through the afternoon. Now, come on, sign on in, man. But there's some pretty good lightning out there. So certainly thunderstorms. There is a small chance that we actually get some severe weather from this that we have to watch for later this afternoon. It's actually a small chance. We'll kind of go through that. But that line right there is the main line that will be coming through. Okay, that's what we need to watch for. So let's look at the little bit bigger picture here, and you can see the line extends all the way out in the Gulf of Mexico. There's a frontal boundary that's actually it's stalled. It's sitting right about in here somewhere. And what happens is it forms these extra lines, and they move out ahead of it. We had one that came out this morning. It actually fell apart right here, Pasco County, basically, Hernando, Citrus. The secondary one is this right here. That's what's forming and heading our direction now. The frontal boundary itself will actually push through, I think, Saturday. It's kind of sitting in here, something like this, like a stalled boundary. But what will happen is it'll look like a cold front. Oh, I can't get on that banner. That's not it. This is essentially what it's going to look like as we get into Saturday morning. And we're going to have all kinds of showers and thunderstorms, at least a decent line out ahead of that front, okay? That's the setup. So we're dealing with this main line right here that we're going to have this afternoon. We're warm, we're muggy. We're not terribly warm, but we've got some low 80s. We're getting a little bit more sunshine in these areas down south. 83 at Lakewood Ranch, 82 in Bradenton, Riverview as well. A little bit cooler where we've had some rain and a few more clouds left over for Hernando and Citrus County, which is good news because that's a little less energy to use for the storms as they come in. I'm going to bury the lead right there. I was working on a graphic. Got some crazy temperatures coming in Saturday night and Sunday morning. All right, so here's the forecast model for this afternoon. This is 2 o'clock, and this has changed, and I'm not buying this. You shouldn't buy this, right? But I wanted to show you that eventually we're going to get the line in here. And so this latest run is just not feeling it at all. So I'm not doing that one. But let me take you out to tomorrow morning. We'll go through the timing today, by the way, will be 2 to 6 p.m. and I'll go through that in a minute. This is tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Isolated shower. Tomorrow afternoon, look at that. That's around 6, 7 o'clock. It's actually a quiet day. It's going to be a nice day. Warm, breezy, muggy, but the rain holds off. Now, Saturday morning, this is 8 o'clock in the morning. Here's the main line. And in fact, if you notice, look at the winds right here. You see these winds coming in out of the northwest, but the winds out ahead of it are out of the southwest. So clearly, our front is sitting right in there. by Saturday morning. And then when we go through 9:30 in the morning Saturday morning, here's our front. Let's go out through 11. Front's right here. And when I draw that front at that particular time, the temperature is going to start to drop. There's a lot of cool air behind it. The rain will start to dissipate. We'll still see some showers, but the thunderstorm opportunity will go down because we're losing a lot of lift. And then you can see by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the front's sitting out here. And if you notice, most of these areas here are just seeing a sprinkle or two left over. So that's where we stand with Saturday, and Saturday afternoon and evening we clear things out. So let's go to the forecast. This is for today. I'm thinking the best chance for rain is going to be before 6 to 7 o'clock. So from, let's say, 2 p.m. if you're in Citrus County to about 6 p.m. if you're in Tampa. There'll be a line moving southward through that time period, okay? Here's the low temperatures for tonight. Where is this? Let me show you this. The threat today for severe weather is kind of low. It's a 1 out of a 5, right? It's called marginal. But to me, it just marginal and slight. Marginal seems higher than slight to me. I don't get it. But anyways, we color coded it. We numbered it for you so you can understand that. But that's the straight line winds. As you look at tomorrow, the threat increases, but it's actually to our north. So there's Citrus County, right on the verge. We'll have to watch that, but the better chance is going to be up here. By the way, that big fire that they had up there, it was a couple fires, getting some good rain on it, so that's actually good news. This is Saturday morning when that line comes through. And you can see Tampa, Pinellas, Hillsborough, Polk County, all in this slight risk, a 2 out of 5 for severe weather. So what Tyler and I do is sit here and try and figure out, all right, what are we looking at here for severe weather? And what we're showing you here now is actually a profile for Saturday mornings, 12Z Saturday morning. That means right around sunrise, about 7 a.m. Saturday morning. The wind's out of the southwest at the surface. You go up, it's out of the west-southwest. So if we saw the wind out of the southeast, something like this, or even, let me show you this, it's a little bit here. You see how it's a wind's coming from this direction, then it comes from this direction, then it comes from this direction. What you're looking at, this is the ground down here, and this is all the way up. This is up at about 45,000 feet up here. Okay, so we're looking at the wind profile from the ground up, and when you have winds at the surface that are blowing out of the southeast, then you go up a little bit, and they blow out of the south, and then they blow out of the southwest, and then they blow out of the west even higher. That's what's called a veering wind profile. And that type of wind profile can make thunderstorms rotate. Those thunderstorms can produce tornadoes or spin up waterspouts. So that's what we would be watching for. Here's what Saturday morning looks like. Most of that wind is in the same direction. And that's good news. That's what we want to see, right? So what that tells us, and then you look at these flags, tell us how much wind is there. Now look, you go up to, where are we at here? 15,000 feet, even less than that, 12,000 feet, and you got about 50 knots of wind. Go up even higher, you got 90 knots, 30,000 feet. So you've got a lot of wind up there. That can help make these storms grow a little bit taller, and it can also at times help pull down some gusty winds. So that's going to be the main threat that I think we're going to face for these particular storms. As far as the weekend looking, 77 on Saturday, but again, those rain chances are the first half of the day, 8, 9, 10, 11 in the morning. Sunday, and I have not adjusted this yet, but 30s and 40s to start the day, and then, yeah, look at that. We've got 60s for the high temperature. So here's that graphic that I kind of buried the lead. Are you used to this, Tyler, yet? Are you used to our warm weather?
Yeah, I'm going to have to pull out the winter jackets, I think, Sunday morning at this point.
Look at this, guys. That is right now, this is model-driven data, right? But that's the current forecasted temperatures for Sunday morning, 7 a.m.
And that's without the breeze, too, which
Yes.
can make it feel even colder.
Excellent point, because it's going to be blowing 15, 20 mile per hour wind, even in the morning. Now, the good news about that is that we won't have a lot of frost around because we've got wind. The wind makes it hard for that deposition to occur, but you end up with 29 degrees in Crystal River. So look, we've gotten warm. Some folks may have planted some stuff. Pasco, Hernando, Citrus County, you got to protect those plants. Even in northern Hillsborough, you're going to have to watch as well too. I've got some traveler's palms that I'm always trying to keep I literally will put space heaters outside underneath it. And I was out of town in January when it got the real cold, and it messed them up. I wasn't there to do that. But guys, you're going to want to think about something like that, because it is going to be really, really cold. And that's another thing. You used to, when you say really, really cold, it's certain Florida's not right. Because visitors come down and they watch and they're like, man, you got something. They're like 42. We'd put shorts on where we're from. So that's it. You know what? Look at those temperatures, 30s and 40s. Look where we've been the last 20 days. The beginning of that, the average temperature was 74. That's the middle of February. And then today's average temperature is 77.
Yeah. And you can see it's been a while since we had a day with high temperatures in the 60s. So
we'd have to go back and check
time,
that.
Yeah.
And that's what Sunday looks like. Let's go look at this temperature profile here. These are forecasted highs for the next 10 days. And look, that's a nice break. You know, because the dew points are coming down too. You see 66 on Sunday. That's our cool day. But look at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And Wednesday, I think we might actually end up getting closer to 80 degrees than that 75. But the humidity stays relatively low, so it's going to feel nice and comfortable. And then even when we warm up next weekend, it looks a little bit cooler than what we had. So something we can take. All right, questions. I'll let you look over that one if you see anything, and I'll look over this one. Anybody got any questions? Oh, you know, guys, we're not showing you the right thing. Look, see, that's what I did. Tyler, I did the wrong thing. I didn't come back over here. Look at those. Look at those temps, guys. What a big difference. 66 on Sunday, and then all these 70s next week are going to be really, really nice. Those are going to be really nice, low humidity days for next week. All right, so anybody have any questions out there? Let me kind of come back up here. Seth is hosting Jeopardy. Cool.
Bobby Joe is asking, what's with the cold day on the way?
What's with it? Well, it's Sunday, obviously, right? Saturday night and Sunday morning will be very, very chilly. Keep in mind that the River O'Green, that's where they paint the river. They dye the river in downtown Tampa in front of Curtis Hickson Park Green for St. Patrick's Day. That was scheduled for Saturday. They pushed that, at least the dyeing of the river, to Sunday. There's bands out there at Curtis Hickson Park on Saturday, all kinds of things going on. Those will still be out here. The best chance for rain is really the first half of the day. The second half of the day, the bands will still be out there, and it'll actually be a better looking day. But as far as going and dyeing the river, they decided they're going to go ahead and do that on Sunday. Sunday will be breezy, it'll be sunny, but it'll be chilly. So it's definitely, you know, it's upper 60s for highs, but it's going to feel like it's in the upper 50s to low 60s.
And the big thing with Saturday, too, is that high temperature is going to be in the morning. So if you're heading out Saturday afternoon, you can already get ready for some of that cold air to push in.
Yeah, we went 77. Technically, if it's 79 at midnight, which I don't think, I think it's going to be a little bit cooler than that just because the wind coming in off the water Friday. When do I buy a new bathing suit? Rachel, go for it. Go on Sunday, because nobody's going to be shopping for bathing suits on Sunday. And then you could use it Monday. I mean, Monday's still going to be a little bit cool, but if we make 78, that's not cool. It's going to be nice and comfortable. All right, any other questions there? Let me just kind of go back over again, guys. Let me show you the radar where we're looking at right now. You can see the storms are getting closer to Crystal River. This line does not look terrible to me at this particular point. It's a little far out there to start looking for pockets of rotation, that kind of stuff, but I'm not seeing anything right now. So that's actually pretty good. Let's look at it a little bit differently. Yeah, that's good news. But certainly a good little downpour. This will not last long in any one location. That red, obviously, you see there is the main heavy downpour with the thunderstorms. So you're going to get some downpours out ahead of it, and then you're going to get some more light to moderate rain back behind it. And that may last in an hour or two tops, you know, if it's that thin coming through. So once it gets started here in Crystal River, Sugar Mill Woods, it probably lasts about an hour and a half to 2 hours or so. And then things will be clearing out slowly. The bad part about it is that the evening commute will be soggy, I think, especially closer to Tampa. Okay, guys. Anything else going on out there? Rachel, can you hear us? You can't hear us? I haven't had any complaints yet. Usually somebody would tell me. You got anything you want to add here?
No. Have a good Thursday and have a good weekend, too.
Yeah, okay, guys. We will be here in the Weather Center. Natalie will be in this afternoon. Tyler will be here. I'll be here for part of the day. I was in early this morning. to fill in for Grant. He is out on vacation for a few days. But just keep an eye to the radar. We do have obviously our free app, 10 News app. It's a really cool thing. I think you've probably seen it, but it has obviously the radar that's similar to this, but it has future radar. So you can go look at the radar, and at the bottom there's a little button that says future, and you click on that and hit play, and it'll actually take it out and show you where you are on the map, and then you can kind of get an idea of what time that rain is going to be towards you. So really cool feature for you to plan your day with. Okay, guys, thanks for joining us. Don't forget my Facebook page is Bobby Deskin's Weather. And Tyler, what's yours?
Meteorologist Tyler Moore.
There you go, meteorologist Tyler Moore. So go ahead and give him a like. Welcome him to Tampa Bay. And if you're watching on 10 Tampa Bay, hit up mine too, Bobby Deskin's Weather. We'll be here in the Weather Center. If there are any severe watches or warnings, of course, we'll show you on air and all the social pages as well too. Have a great afternoon, everybody. We'll see you soon.